Hey, welcome to my journey into another meal prep video. If you'll notice, it didn't go up Saturday. I'll tell you what, I slept late. I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, went back to bed, slept to 6:45. I don't even remember the last time I did that. So I didn't have time to prep before me and Becky went off. So I'm doing it today. Didn't do it this morning because I was up at 1:45. I went to bed early, so I was up at 1:45, and I had a lot of stuff to put back together in this house. Shopping, dishes, laundry, all kind of stuff. So I just hit the floor running. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm pooped. I am dragging tail. So I didn't prep this morning. David was going to go down and work on the sink at Holly's. Well, when he went down there, his truck started acting up. So I started doing my prep. Well, went to the grocery store and then come home and started doing my prep. And then here he comes back working on his truck. So what I did today, I am so glad I picked something easy because I knew I'd be tired, but I didn't know how tired I would be. I didn't exactly know. Just me and Becky, we run. I'm going to tell you what, we really put a hurting on it. What I made today, you can't even really consider recipes. You just kind of throw them together. Breakfast is not what I planned. I planned to make this breakfast bake. It uses croutons, and the more I thought about it, the more it just sounded like they would be hard. There was no milk in it. You tossed it with some melted butter, but I don't know, just it sounded good when I wrote it down, but then the more I thought about making it, I didn't think it was going to work. So I'm like, well, I'm going to back up and punt. I come in here and I found some hash browns in the freezer. So I just winged breakfast. I wung it. It worked. So I'm happy with it. I'm going to call it, I don't know what I'm going to call it. You'll see on the title. That I'll put on the title, whatever I call it. And then lunch, so not a recipe because you can put anything you want on it. Loaded broccoli, just like a loaded potato, but if you're trying to steer clear of the carbs, it's just cooked broccoli and you load the stuff on it. So that's what I did. What I did today took me 1 hour. Ding, ding, ding. Hour. Yes, can you believe that? So that was with me dragging tail too. I did not get in a hurry for nothing. I walking like a sloth, moving like a sloth, had to shred cheese. Didn't have my cheese shredded, so I showed you my cheese shredder, and I will have that linked. It'll be in my Amazon store, but I'll tell you what, I'll link it down below so you can go straight to it and see it if it's something that you think you're interested in. I really like mine. I really do. I don't recommend stuff if I don't like it, and I really like it. So that's all I did today. That's what you're going to see. My breakfast, whatever I call it, and my loaded broccoli. So, and my midweek for me, grocery haul. Because there was a few things we needed, and then of course I went in, saw a few other things, and you know, one thing leads to the next, and there's a big old grocery bill. But I know I say I'm gonna quit complaining about it every week. Every week I still complain about it. I just have to get used to knowing that that's the world we live in. So let me stop yickety yakking and turn around and get started cooking, and then look at that grocery haul. So to start today, I'm going to make the chicken for my broccoli. This is 12 ounces of chicken tenders, and they are frozen. You don't have to thaw them out, especially if you're going to shred them. It's easy just to throw them in there when you forget to thaw it. And I added a little bit of beef bouillon powder to my water in the bottom, just to try to give it a little extra flavor if I can. So we will close this up. Shut that. Oh. There we go. And we're going to set it for 14 minutes. There we go. And I will let it naturally release for 10 minutes. And usually that's all it takes. And it'll be done. So I'm not sure what we're going to start on next. Maybe breakfast. Okay, for breakfast, I am totally winging this. So hopefully it's going to work. I don't see why it shouldn't, but we'll see. I didn't like the recipe. I got to reading it again, and I didn't think it was going to work. So I had some hash browns in the freezer that I have thawed. I actually thawed them in the microwave. Let me slide this out of the way. So, let me tell you what I have. I have 6 2-cup. These are these are actually Anchor Hawkins, same as Pyrex. Dishes that you can bake in, microwave, freeze. I think you might can freeze in them. I don't know, but I'm going to bake 5 individual ones. That way I don't have to dish it out. It'll just be in there. So let me set that aside. We're going to, now I don't know as far as calories go, how much these hash browns, are you not? Okay. These hash browns are going to be, because I am just going by how much it looks like I want. Let's see, should I do it in grams? Let's just do it in ounces. Okay. So I'm just going to, and I'm not going to use all these hash browns, but it was all one big blob, so I didn't have a choice but to thaw the whole thing out. I'm thinking maybe 2 ounces might be a good. Okay, I'm going to put 2 ounces in each one of my bowls, so hold on. Okay, now I'm going to season. Let's take the lid off first. Season them pretty good with house seasoning, and it's Paula Deen's house seasoning. Recipe's on my website, or you can Google it. But we do want to get them taters some flavor. Okay, then I want some of these real bacon pieces. This is just the Great Value brand, and I'm thinking a tablespoon is going to be fine. Yes, so we're going to put 1 tablespoon of the real bacon bits. Next, I am going to crack an egg over top. I just want 1, and look, I got some brown eggs. Mama got them and gave me some. So I just want 1 egg, because I think 2 eggs is going to be too much. Now I imagine, I'm trying to see if I can get that a little bit more even. You could add anything else in here you want. Mushrooms, onions. Watch, I have onions, but I was going to have to cut some more. I didn't feel like it. I don't know, whatever you think. Okay, now let me slide this over, because I'm going to do cheese the same way I did the eggs till it looks right. And we have our cheese that we just shredded. It's not going to take much. And it's so good when you shred it yourself. It's nice and moist, melts good. Okay, I think half an ounce is way plenty. So let me do that. Okay, I'm going to pop these in the oven at 350. I don't know, 15 minutes. I'll keep checking it until the egg is done how I want the egg to be done. Okay, my chicken got done. I went ahead and drained it, and I'm going to shred it with my hand mixer. Pretty much everybody's probably seen this, but just in case you haven't, I want to show you how easy it is. But now you can see the chicken cooked. The chicken cooked, but it's like once stuck together, because that's the way it went in there. But it's cooked. It's done. You'll see. Okay, so there is our shredded chicken. Now let's go over there and work on the broccoli. This is a 12-ounce bag of broccoli florets, and I'm just going to cut them into smaller pieces. I've showed y'all this before. Oh, I don't have good angles going today. If you want to cut your broccoli and not make a big mess, just cut into the stem and then break it apart. And you don't have all those little giblets. I call them little giblets. So I'm going to cut into my broccolis and break them into smaller bite-sized pieces. Okay, now I'm going to rinse them and cook them in my Pampered Chef micro cooker, I think is what it's called. So let me do that. You can cook your broccoli any way you want to cook your broccoli. That's just how I choose to do mine today. Here is my broccoli, and I'm not sure how much it's going to do, so I'm going to start with a half a cup per bowl and see what we got. Now I want to coat them with some of this. I can't believe it's not butter spray, just for some flavor. I have a sheet taped inside my cabinet door where I weighed all my things that I use regularly, like my Instant Pot liners, my crock pot liners, in grams and ounces, and I have that on the list inside my door. So when I forget to weigh it beforehand, like today, and I want to know how much chicken, because I want to know how much protein I'm getting, I already know. So when I weigh this, oh, there's a spoon, hold on. I started saying it was 25 a while ago. It's 25, y'all can't see that. It's 25 ounces. So I asked, who over here, the chick in the black box, to do the math for me, and it comes out to 1.55 ounces of chicken broken into 5 servings. So I'm going to measure out roughly 1.5 ounces, because that's how much it turned out to be. Okay, now what I'm going to do is add some ranch seasoning, just because I want a little bit of flavor to my chicken. Just a little bit. Okay, now I will add some more bacon. You can use this is real bacon, but I'm saying you can use like bacon that you cooked and crumbled yourself. This is just so easy. So I'm going to add another tablespoon, so that's 2 tablespoons for the day. Okay, so I want to do cheese the same way, and I know I want to do a 1/2 ounce because that was a good amount for the breakfast. So I think it'll be a good amount for this. Okay, so there our broccolis are done. So our breakfast is done. Let's head to the other side of the kitchen. Here is our super simple meal prep this week. I think my little breakfast bakes turned out wonderful. Let's see, you can see that egg yolk, and it is firm. That may be like soft boiled maybe, but I let mine go for 25 minutes. I did 15 and the whites were still running. I'm not eating that, so I added 10 to it. So you just keep an eye on it and cook it for as long as you want however you want your eggs done. So there's that. And then here are my loaded broccoli. Is my loaded broccoli. I will heat this in the microwave. The cheese will get melty. Everything will get nice and hot. And I will serve it with some sour cream on top. Now, if I had thought about it, I would have gotten some green onions at the store today, but I didn't. So I guess I'll just do without. But that is how I plan on serving the broccoli. And then I'm going to make some protein pudding at some point. I just didn't need to show that on film because y'all have seen it times and time again. So that is what I'm having this week. I hope if you're prepping something good. And I hope you're having a good weekend. And I have somebody peeking over my shoulder. You hear him. What we gonna eat? So there's what I'm having, and I will see you in my next video. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'll see you in my next video, but after this, I'm going to show you my little midweek shopping trip. And I didn't close it out because I wasn't sure when I was going to put it in. So see you when I see you. Next up, some groceries. Here's my little midweek grocery haul from Harris Teeter. I wasn't sure if I was going to run out of half and half or not, so I thought, well, while I was there, I'd pick one up. And then I wanted some more zero sugar Ready Whip to go on my protein pudding I'm going to make. And it is 2 tablespoons, 15 calories, 0 carbs, 0 protein. So it's just for a little something, something. And then I got this for David. Zero sugar Summer Splash Punch. And it is 5 calories for 8 ounces, less than a carb, and no protein. Then I got my Fairlife milk for the protein pudding, and we know that it is more protein. 80 calories for a cup. Let's get closer. 6 carbs, 13 proteins. And then I needed some more ketchup. I won't even look at the stats on that, because if I want ketchup on my whatever, I'm going to have ketchup. And then I thought maybe I would make something that needed yogurt. I wasn't sure, so I thought, well, I'd get it and have it on hand. Let's see what's this about. 3/4 cup, 90 calories, 5 carbs, and wow, that's blurry. 18 grams of protein in 3/4 cup. My, oh my. That is awesome for some Fage non-fat Greek yogurt. Wow. And then I got David, he wanted some roast beef. And then I got some of the new Fire Smith chicken. I thought I would give it a try. And then he needed some more cheese cubes, so I got those for him. And then I needed cucumbers, and I didn't really need this many, but they were on sale, so I got them because we're having salad tonight. And then I'll just cut the rest up to eat. And I can't remember what else goes in the recipe. I'll have to dig it up. But I have a pepper popper recipe that uses these sweet peppers because we don't eat jalapenos. And I thought, oh, well, that might be good. So when I saw them, I thought, well, let me get them while I'm thinking about it. And then I'll dig up the recipe and see what else I need. I know it's got cream cheese in it, I'm pretty sure. And then this is that stuff David likes for salad, the 50-50. Ugh. Give me some crunchy lettuce any day of the week. But he loves this stuff. 50 spring mix, 50% baby spinach. And then he wanted a couple avocados, so I got those. And then we needed some bananas. And then I got some more. I got a little bit of iceberg left, but I got me one. And I got this little small watermelon because the last big one, we like to never got it eat up. So I thought this is pretty good for size for us. Now this over here, this is Sprite Tic Tacs. I tasted one. I couldn't really tell that it was Sprite, but it's definitely lemon lime, so they're good. And then he needed some gum, so I went ahead and got his gum and my backup. I've been slack on the backup. Now these are for Christmas, just for something fun. And when I saw them over in their little section when you first go in the door, I thought, well, I'll go ahead and get them. And they were on sale. So you got Kraft Macaroni and Cheese gummies. You got Oscar Mayer gummy hot dogs. You got a gummy Lunchable. And then, check this out, gummy bacon. So those are going to be put up for Christmas, just, you know, gag gifts, whatever. So that's what I got today at Harris Teeter. Cost me a second mortgage on the house. That's all I'm going to tell you. I was going to go to Food Line, and I was getting some medicine at CVS, and it's in the same shopping center. I'm like, I'll just go to Harris Teeter. Phew, I probably should have just trekked on over to Food Line. But anyway, we'll get through. We'll make it. So there's my grocery haul.